Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Apologies for the extended delay there. Knight and I were waiting patiently for a final game to finish up, and no doubt that one was a corker going for so long. Oh, jolly old corker, boys. Good, very jolly good show indeed. Knight, what have we got coming up for our fine chaps at home this evening?
Well, we got ourselves a really nice game. We've got Capital taking on Yaaas Queen on the Volsky Foundry. It's going to be a really good one. And yeah, we did come off a very long game in the previous one. But you know what? That has not stopped the hype train. It's not stopped the energy. We're going to bring it to the final map for us. Let's do it, winners. We're going to have a good one today.
Coming at y'all. All right, so we've got the newcomers, Yaaas Queen, coming up, the boys from Capital. So I believe we've got our very own Ether from the ANZ Heroes Hype community. ANZ Heroes community. And a cheeky little bit of Kid Kerrigan coming at you in this team comp, ladies and gents. So this should be a good, fun game with some names up in there. We love our Kid Kerrigan in the ANZ region. Great streamer. If you don't know it, check her out at some point. All right. Capital versus Yaaas Queen on Volskaya. What are we going to see here, Mr. Knight?
Ooh, well, we got point control. You want disruption. We saw just how deadly Urel can be. So that's up for contention. Interesting enough, Sergeant Hammer has been making appearances on this map. Very strong against Tracer. Don't know if we're going to see it tonight. I haven't seen really much ANZ teams run the Hammer, but it is up there. We can put it in the clouds. It's a legit thing. We could probably see that. Garrosh, instant ban. That's going to be a straight up ban, and we're going to head up into the pick and ban phase right now, winners.
Let's find out what we're going to see here, Mr. Knight. This is going to be interesting. I want to see what Yaaas Queen can bring to the scene. Hopefully, we're going to see some excellent memes and a little bit of fun and frivolity. And no doubt our boys on Capital are going to be... No, they won't be running their triple tank comp being all nasty to Yaaas Queen like that. I hope they give them a gentle introduction into the scene. I'm sure they've been having a lot of fun so far tonight. Boom, Urel. See you later, you goat-legged lady. You're out.
Yeah, no, get that off the board. We just saw how dangerous Urel can be, and especially on a point contention map. Just too much of a headache. And so not surprising to see Urel being banned out. Chromie coming out. That's interesting. Electro showed some great performances on the Chromie the past few games. Don't know if that's a target ban or just simply we don't want to deal with the Chromie on this map.
Could be Ether's one trick. Chromie. Capital don't want to deal with it. Who knows? I'm unsure. These are untested waters for me here, Knight. So we're popping our Yaaas Queen cherry together. I love it. Jaina being banned out as well. So seeing some heavy hitters in the mage class being locked out of this game. Let's see what number 4 can bring up.
Li Ming. Might as well. Kaothos. Good done. Just do it. Just do it. Just get it off the map. But this is interesting. A lot of picks are open. Phoenix banned. Garrosh is free. Winners, Garrosh is free. What is this?
Is Gary going to get picked up, though? Is Yaaas Queen going to go to the brutal orc himself of caber-tossing heroes over walls? No, they're going to lock in the spiky Fel Reaver Blaze. Lucky this is not Outland, and lucky I'm not level 70 because Fel Reaver killed me so many times. But Blaze, solid first pick there. So we've got a good solo laner for Volskaya here. We've got the bunker. It's some good, good initiate deflection. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
I would have been really surprised to see Capital let that through, or at least any team let through the Garrosh in the first rotation. But that straight up picked up Malfurion to follow up. That route is going to be nice. And already in the liking, Li Ming and Johanna picked up.
Hey, that's good. So I love seeing Li Ming play. I don't want to see it used capably in the Queen's hands. I'm not sure who's going to be on that one, but that'll be good to see. So we've got a solid front line coming out for Yaaas Queen. Very heavy front line for with the Garrosh there for Capital and burning out Deccan Kane.
Oh gosh, I can't even right now. I can't even
deal with the potion master himself. No scrolls of sealing, no identifying anything in this manuscript, buddy. You're out. You can be sidelined for this game.
It's a good ban, at least to prevent that kind of setup with the stairwell and listen. But when it was they banned a Genji. Okay, that's it. I was hoping for
Yeah,
a
well,
team
solid
resets.
ban when you've got a Li Ming picked up. Genji's cancerous to Li Ming's, especially when he's very accurate with his swift strikes and those shurikens. I mean, you land 3 shurikens on a Li Ming and that's pretty much a third of her health gone. Swift strike, that'll take out another 50% of her health. So, solid ban. But I wonder whether or not they're going to go for an Anubarak. No, they're going to go for a Sonya. Okay. So solid engaged.
Okay.
Valor. You got a Deputy Valor. You got a Dark Deputy Valor. I like it.
3 games in a row. Valor being picked up. ANZ keeping her alive. She's a solid pick. I would like to see multi-shot build. I would like to see the AoE coming out. And a Lily!
Hey, that's a perfect counter to these melee heavy heroes here. Sonya and Valor. You should see that blind onto the little dragon at level 4, I think it is. Yeah. Kerrigan. I wonder who's playing Kerrigan.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. I like a good Kerrigan. I like a good Lily. I'm a bit biased on those. They're underrated picks in my opinion. But
I concur. Like Kerrigan's still well and truly a fearful assassin. I mean, you support her well enough. You get a Lily there. I mean, she dives onto a Valor. Valor can try and turn around, but she ain't getting away. Land that combo, get the stun, boom into a Li Ming orb, and a little bit of a magic missile combo, and that's a dead Valor or a Kael'thas. So there we go.
A lot of priority picks
out
for them.
the capital of their night with KT.
Yeah, absolutely. That's no conviction. Just don't bother with that. Look.
What's convection? We don't speak that name.
Exactly.
That talent that must not be named.
Exactly. Don't bother with that, especially with the lineup like what Yaaas Queen are running. Well, I also stand corrected. I mean, Kerrigan with Blaze, that works. Kerrigan jumps in, drop down the bunker, hop in there, wait for your cooldowns to come up, and then back up there, ready to get another pick. So that could be something we'll see.
It's not Kid Kerrigan playing Kerrigan. I'm disappointed now, Knight. I honestly thought she was going to jump on the carry, but no, she's rocking the tank.
Well, that's a letdown of a name. I'm just putting it out there. Now, gotta have that front line. I guess it would have been much more nice to see Kid Kerrigan playing the Kerrigan and live up to what your it would be, but it would be good. I don't know which way it's gonna go. I haven't been impressed with Valor, so my money would be on Yaaas Queen for this game. I don't know about you, winners.
You picking Yaaas Queen for this one?
Yes, I am. I'm going for the Yaaas Queen.
Well, I'm going to go with the current trend that we've been seeing tonight, and we're going to make this a 2 from 2, I think, buddy. I'm going to go with my boys on Capital. As much as I love Ether and Kid Kerrigan, I think Capital have got the draft here, and I'm pretty sure Beefy is going to be able to bring it as we look into game number 4 of the night, ANZ Open Division, week 4, phase 2, with Capital fighting out of the blue corner. We've got Ultimo on Malfurion, Tyran on Garrosh, Totems on Kael'thas, Beefy on Valor, and Aureus on Sonya.
Meanwhile, onto the red side, Yaaas Queen for the first time in the Open Division. Although on that Kerrigan, Kid Kerrigan playing Johanna, Ether with the Blaze. Finally, we also got Ons on that Li Ming, and finally Cedrista with that Lily. And a little ball happening in the mid lane. It's going to be training back upon slapping into his face. But that's an engagement of Kael'thas, and he gets blown to smithereens, buddy. See you later.
That jet propulsion absolutely tore Kael'thas' face off. You seen that Nicolas Cage and John Travolta movie from the late 90s, Face Off? That just happened to KT. Unbeknownst to him, wow, what a solid start. At least he hasn't gone Convection, he has gone Mana Addict. He's going to be missing a couple of those little mana blows. That was an excellent initiate there, coming out from the side of Yaaas Queen, drawing first blood on their first streamed game. And Iv, welcome to the scene, boys and girls. Looking forward to more of this, right?
Oh, absolutely. That was great. And that's right off the bat, just kind of putting that notion, hey, be careful. We're here to stay. We're here to come and take out and probably tear up the scene. Kael'thas has to be careful because that could happen yet again in later team fights. But I like that idea of Mana Addict. You need that. You got to get that shield up when things get done and when you get engaged. There's a lot of engaged potential coming out from Yaaas Queen. But can't disregard Capital. If they get the pick off, that's going to be a big one with the Garrosh and Malfurion. It's the first time we see Garrosh on the stream as well for the open hits to see what he's going to do. Run and get that Groundbreaker into a nice Wrecking Ball combo into Roots.
Into Tower and then into Doom. Look at this. So Capital, I know, scrim a lot, right? They put a lot of time and effort into practicing their team fights, into their maps and their rotations. already systematically taking the camps out on this map, getting the support camp, only just now being noticed by ONZ on that Lee Ming that they've taken the support camp away. You know, Aureus plays one of the better Sonyas that I've seen in ANZ region, and I mean, I've faced him, you know, off against in Hero League a couple of times, and it's tough. He's a great Sonya. Look at this, now taking their siege camp. So Capital really focusing on what they know on this map and doing what they need to do. We can see Yaaas Queen now finally picking up their first turret camp. So that's a 2-minute 30 respawn now versus the 1-minute 20 respawn on the Capital side. So that means another turret a minute earlier for them.
Yeah, absolutely, and the fact that they did secure that top siege camp as well is going to help pressure in that top lane. Aether has to deal with them quickly. The rest of Yaaas will get rid of this points up. The pressure in that top lane is going to force Blaze away from that, and this could be the start of what Capital want, and that is going to be getting some points. Once they get that big machine, it's going to be lights out, and I'll probably look to see take out the top lane. That'll be the smart play first.
Yep, give Aureus a little bit of relief there against the Blaze, who already has sustained for days. Take out that well at the top, and then probably transition back down towards the mid fort rather.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you want. You want to open up that top lane a bit for just the next control point. We're already up at 30%. Now that we see the rotation from Blaze, they did capture the top stage as well. That's going to apply pressure for Yaaas Queen. And there's the engaged winners. We're going for a fight.
There comes that jet propulsion in from the Blaze. However, gets tossed away by the Garrosh. Terran now in a world of trouble. Garrosh is going to get the heals from that little healing pack. Is it going to be enough? He is sustaining for days. Kerrigan goes down, and so does Johanna. A little bit too deep there. Beefy putting the pressure on. He's gone the Q build, funnily enough. But it's more than enough to pick up 3 kills there. And a Lily through. That's a 4-for-nothing trade, and this is going to be an uncontested big old war robot.
Yeah, good. There we go, and we've got to clean up that first wall. And if they want to at least rotate top lane, get that fountain or that well out of the way, just to open up that lane and help them in a sustain wall. And that was a clean fight. The engage from Yaaas Queen was strong. They had the right picks, but they weren't able to just at least get the damage. Maybe we might see when they hit level 10, get that bunker, you're going to see that one combo. Kerrigan hops in, gets a cooldown to get ready to do everything again. But already Capital, clean fight, moving up, trying to do as much as they can with that protector as well. And Alder has to be careful, so low.
Yeah, taking a lot of damage from that protector, and that AoE ability from the protector does a boatload of damage when you stand in it after the fact. So look at that, a little prediction there of taking out the top lane and making it a bit easier. Not uncommon, but just good to see that Capital have that map awareness to really support their top laner in that Aureus against the Blaze. So smart move, protector now fizzled out, support camps back up, turrets back up down the bottom on both sides. So interesting little break there, and we're seeing an almost full 2-level lead coming out now for Capital. Yaaas Queens need to start doing something to bring themselves back into this.
Yeah, absolutely. Faye was played really smart. Rotated down to the bottom lane, soak as much experience. They're at level 9. They're actually halfway. They'll be able to hit level 10, get them storm ultimates for the next control point, which will be spawning up in a minute or so, preparing for that fight. And that's going to force the rest of Yaaas Queen to be on the back foot. They need to pull something out. They have to soak now. They need it. Otherwise, they're going to lose this next point.
Yep, and level 10 now online for Capital. So we're seeing Phoenix, no Pyros. Tranquility picked up for Malth again. Garrosh taking that Warlord's challenge, going Rain of Vengeance and Wrath of the Berserker. So nothing out of the ordinary, nothing meta-breaking coming out for Capital. And now they've really got that pressure that they can apply to this B-side protector and really start getting even more of a snowball happening. So Siege Camp being picked up. Yaaas Queen putting on a push in the bot lane, so going to try and pick up that level 10 by taking out some structure value. Very smart choice. But Here comes the rotation Knight.
Oh, and this is going to force them back. They're still not level 9 at 10. They're going to be careful because that is a strong Capital lining up. I would have liked to see Twilight Dream from Ultimate to at least counter-engage if ever. Once Kerrigan hops in, Blaze hops in, Johanna hops in, just deny that engagement.
There goes the throw onto the Blaze and the taunt and the blow up. So two big ultimates now down on the side of Capital. So Warlord's challenge now got 40 seconds left, 50 seconds left on that Phoenix. Mana Addict completed at 6 minutes 55 for KT, so he's got a bit of blow-up protection now himself. This is not looking good so far for the Queens, but I'm pretty confident that they can bring it back and start challenging now that they've got their level 10s. So, Maelstrom coming out for Kerrigan, Bunker Drop coming out for Blaze, Jug of 1,000 Cups for Lily, Wave of Force, nothing out of the ordinary, Blessed Shield. Alright, we got ourselves a game on our hands. Knight, what do we got?
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams also captured the little turrets down bottom. Siege Camp has been activated for the side of the Yaaas Queen. Point coming up in 30 seconds. You're also seeing the rest of Capitalist rotating near the Siege Camp. They have it prepped, ready for this, and they've timed it well. This macro play, this awareness of knowing what to do, keeping on top of their camps, is a very crisp movement from Capital, and it's really nice to see. But then that's a team wanting to actually make it to the Premier to try and show what they've got, the skills they have. It's going to be difficult. If they're in the bottom lane, it's going to be start capture point for Capital with the 3 easy points.
Yeah, we really need to see Blaze moving up in towards this this mid and top lane. We know Aureus has sort of peeled away a little bit. Is he going to go down there now? Yes, he is. He's going to go and answer that minion wave. No, he's going to back up towards this top lane. So neither team can really engage without their solo laner nearby. Both of them now entering that top lane. And Ether going to be the first one to engage. Are we going to see a jet propulsion engagement? No, we're going to see Kerrigan on that Johanna going in towards the garage. Turan just bullying that team around. Jug of 1,000 Cups comes out, but yeah, big answer and put on cooldown. Don't know how that occurred. Was that the ground breaker that interrupted that? Because she just got popped. Johanna also goes down in a fist of fury. Capital really putting on a bit of a clinic here at the moment. Knight, this is going to be a 5-man. That's going to be a dead Blaze. Yep.
Absolutely. They're just getting knocked around. This is Capital's playground for them. Will secure that protector yet again. Should take the top sport for themselves straight away. That was such a clean fight. It forced, the fact that they were nearly hit level 13 talents, it forced Yaaas Queen to engage. They had to do something when they had the equal talent here. But unfortunately, they got interrupted. There was a ground breaker onto Lily, preventing that ult to come through, and there was just nothing they could do. They were too spread out, too split up, and it's going to be a free fort now in the likes of Capital, as well as a 2-level advantage for them.
Yeah, definitely see what the Queens were trying to do in that top engage there with the Johanna trying to rotate around onto the Garrosh, but unfortunately it just backfired and split them up, as you said there, Knight. That groundbreaker onto Lily was groundbreaking because it just decimated their ability to heal the team up. That was terrible. I apologize, ladies and gents. Sorry, Knight, you'll get used to my bad pun.
Don't worry, we just need to see a stunningly performance from a jet propulsion, and there we go.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bless your cotton socks, just like a Johanna shield, hey? Look, Aureus threatening down in this bot lane onto this keep wall. The protector's still quite healthy. 20 seconds remaining. They're gonna go for a little bit more of pressure here. Aureus getting very low. Kerrigan takes him out with the Johanna. Well played there, team. Alder on the actual Kerrigan now, trying to put the damage on, blows the Malfurion up. Good night, sweet freaks of the dark. Turan on Garrosh, turns around, gets a bloodthirst off onto the old Vala. Not gonna help. Zetarista on the Lee is putting the blinds out there, stopping that Vala, sorry. And Li Ming's just trying to put the damage on, but out of mana, so not really going to be very effective right now. Don't have the blow up to turn that off. Beefy goes in with a Volt and punish all over Li Ming's beautiful little face there. Lily also getting Panda punished. Kid Kerrigan on Johanna, going to pop that Iron Skin and try and walk away. Gets tossed as soon as that's off cooldown and blown up there. Knight, this is not looking good for Yaaas Queen.
Look, at first, it was great. Yaaas Queen got a pick. They got 2 kills, in fact. It was great. And then the extended fight just did not work out for them. The chase was not there. Capital hit level 16. It had the mana as well, and the sustain ons had no mana. It was practically a glorified minion for most of that rest of that further engaged, really.
Not wrong.
Not wrong.
And that's how it feels when you're leaving with no mana. Like, you can't do anything. You can barely auto-attack, and minions do more.
Exactly. So it was a good pick from them, and that's what you want to see. You want to get those quick picks. The combo from Alder on that Kerrigan was really needed. Now they're pressuring up the top 4. They will secure that, and that's opening up the map. we have to look at the fact that Capital haven't dropped a single structure yet.
No, they haven't lost. I don't believe they've even lost. Oh, no, sorry, they have. They've lost one cannon tower on the top lane and the tower and a gate on the bottom lane. Not enough to Yaaas Queen. Look out, here's the engage. Oh my goodness, that is a blown up Kerrigan. Into the corner, throw the root, stun. Good night. Better carry. Back to try and hang out with Jimmy Raynor on a different planet because you're going. Turan taking a little bit of damage, but doing what Garrosh's do best, throwing people around. Just like Kitty to the party, ladies and gentlemen. This is not looking good for Yaaas Queen. 2 for nothing. Oh, sorry, 2 for 1 trade there. They did pick up the Sonya. I apologize. But not enough to stop this unstoppable, ruthless onslaught coming out from Capital tonight.
In all fairness, being a talented down, they were able to get a 2 for 1 trade. You can, I guess, justify that as being an okay, like, alright, that's alright, but the fact is, Capital are applying all the pressure, and it's their game. They're dictating everything. They want it this way. They're invading. They're getting the items. They're picking up another turret for themselves in preparation for the next point. The rest of Yaaas Queen have to do something. They're now an equal talent here, and this is going to be great. Now they're even footing. They need to out-sustain. They've got to do something and have to get picked on a priority target, at least Kael'thas or Vala, and not focus much on Garrosh. But what can you do? The guy's taunting you. He wants you to hit him.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get that AoE taunt on the Warlord's challenge onto a Kerrigan and it's lights out, especially into all the rest of the stuns. As we get this massive fight breaking out, Beefy getting absolutely throttled by Kerrigan, but manages just to get away, Ultimo saving him in the nick of time. Li Ming going down before he manages to get into the bunker and safety, get popped. Sorry there, Li Ming. Now this is turning into an absolute kill fest. 4 members go down, 5 members in white coming out for Yaaas Queen. Sorry, nah, Queen, not tonight there, ladies. Capital are just absolutely dominating it.
Absolutely, it was a clean, crisp fight. They had all the conveyor belts forced them in an awkward position. You had Capital with the great engage and a great CC to follow with the damage they need. They will secure this protector, and already they're applying pressure onto the bottom keep walls and structures to open that up. And again, Beefy is rotating up. They're applying pressure multi-lanes, and that's what has been happening throughout this entire game and why they have a 4-level advantage lead over Yaaas Queen and the Storm talent.
Yep, now level 20 to 16. So Yaaas Queen really needed that level 16. You know, that engage that just happened, but it needed to go very differently for them. They put up a very good fight so far, but just nothing in the face of Capital's transitions, their rotations, that Vala side soaking every single lane. The Q build Vala is absolutely crazy. Betting a lot of value, sorry.
Oh, wow. Absolutely. It's helping in the burst damage to at least get the first kill win and just consistently get the flaming aids being spread across. And Alder gets engaged and blown up straight away.
Kerrigan goes back down. This protector is beefy at 15 minutes, or at level 20 rather. So, it's going to be hard for Yaaas Queen to really defend this keep. Garrosh and Sonya both in there, so they're frontliners into the front line. Really, Yaaas Queen need to get onto Totems, get onto that KT. Bless Shield comes out from Kid Kerrigan, gets it all over Totem's face, but unfortunately pops that Arcane Barrier and walks away. Now Kid Kerrigan's going to get slammed by that Protector and collapsed on. Setterista on the Lily is now up next and gets machine gunned down to the ground. Bond's now in the sights. No, we're going to switch over to Ether on the Blaze, get some body blocking in. Squish into the ground. Bunker's not there to save you this time, and Capital are going for core.
Yeah, so there's still got a bit of health left onto that protector. It was dropping in 5 seconds, but already taking off the shields is dropping that core down to 70%. Although it's going to fall on the only last remaining member for Yaaas Queen, and that's going to be game for Capital.
That is game. Going to Capital in 16.5 minutes on Volskaya. So level 20 reached by Cap, 17 there by the team of Yaaas Queen. Solid performance from the ladies. I enjoyed seeing that one come out. And look, I enjoyed their drafting strategy as well. I think Capital have just been practicing way too much Yaaas Queen to be able to enter at this level and challenge them effectively. So looking forward to what they can bring into the open division in future weeks there, Knight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Yaaas Queen had some moments where they looked nice. They looked good. They focused the right targets. They got all they needed to do and get the right blow up. Unfortunately, coming up in the open division where there are some of these teams have been screaming and playing for a while, Capital, their map rotation, their macro play was just on point. They were up getting the items. When they got the Protector, someone was already split pushing another lane, getting that advantage. And you're going to see these upper tier teams playing in this sort of way. And Volsky is just a great solid map to see such great play from Capital.
Couldn't agree more. But look, don't let that deter you, Yaaas Queen. We want to see you come back again for competitions in future weeks. Please do. It was excellent having you guys on stream tonight. It's lovely to see some new and fresh faces. Capital, unfortunately, just have been practicing their little black hearts out and took it to you tonight. So, Knight, I think that's going to wrap us up for the evening, mate.
It was a great night. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We had some great games and winners. Amazing casting on your behalf, man.
Cracking effort from you too, my good man. And ANZ community, thank you for sticking around. Thanks for being in the chat, paying attention. And I believe we've got a week's break coming up. That's right. Sorry, just getting a little from my FBI here. No, week's break coming up. So we will resume not this Wednesday coming, the following Wednesday.
Yeah.
So everyone gets a week off. Enjoy that. I know I will. Knight, we'll see you next time.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.